Good, whatever time of day it is to you, Twitch chat and GDQ audience.
Yeah.
How are we doing tonight? Sounds good back there. And as I said, we're doing the alternate round, so this is a new Game Plus version of Metal Gear to make the second playthrough sound just a little bit different. Guards are going to be different, the bosses will not, unfortunately, but the goal is the same, beat them all. So, chat, commentary, do you want to give me a countdown?
Sure. All right, everyone, in Metal Gear Solid in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right. So if you were thinking this is the PC edition of the Master Collection, sorry to say, that is not this one. Which is fine, because this one is far more broken. This is a version you can get on GOG, and last I checked, which was at some point this week, is about $7.50. Not bad. So we are going to go for Big Boss. We're going to give you that double entertainment value of a bit of a showcase and speed runs at the same time. So unlike standard round, we don't have to do anything in the docs here, so we can tell you a little bit about the run. One of the notice things you may have seen first thing, we skip that codec immediately. We can hit escape or we can hit the start button, and that's really all there is to talk about with the codecs. They're pretty quick. Most of them you can answer on command. There's only like 2 that you can't. And that's great for us. We don't mind skipping more codecs, no mashing through those for us. We also will have access to hotkeys, which are great. We will never have to open the weapons menu. So no R2 for me. L2, on the other hand, we do have to use, unfortunately. There is a fan-made patch by BMN, which is the Metal Gear Solid launcher. And that will fix some of the music. This port was unfortunately developed by a very small team with allegedly little to no help from Konami, so they got their music from alternative sources. So we have a music patch that fixes that. So the most notable one was the Blast Furnace. And that is pretty much it. We're only going to hang out down here for a couple of minutes after the closing of that codex. So a great time for Babs to give us a couple of donations real quick till the elevator comes down.
Wonderful. I've got a $10 donation here from Kakusu Sora, who says, "Hey there, long-time viewer, first-time chemo. Now that my bad joke is out of the way, Glenn, thank you for bringing my favorite Metal Gear game back to GDQ and for supporting me as a friend. I was recently diagnosed with a rare tumor called a desmoid tumor. Although it's benign, I just started chemo, and your knowledge of treatments and sense of humor brings me comfort through this weird journey. I would also like to thank GDQ and its volunteers. You guys kick butt for what you do, and I carry my GDQ water bottle with pride whenever I'm in the treatment room. You all make me one happy dude, and shout outs to Happy Dude as well. Oh, and my donation goes towards saving Meryl, not only because I want to make this run a tad difficult for you, but also let my girl live for once. She's no rookie. Much love, Sora."
Hi, Sora. I'm proud of you for being brave, friend.
Big shout outs to Kakusu Sora. She's a wonderful person. She has run this game a lot, and just an all-around good person.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well. We do take an extra lot of damage on extreme, so my health bar is not very big. So we may have to go for alternative strats instead of Big Boss, but we'll see how that works out. That's going to depend on the Guard Rush and Meryl on doing her job here. Babs, have you got one quick one?
Absolutely. Bash Prime sends in a donation of $100 and says, absolutely, big claps for that.
Let's go Bash. He's Bash Prime, everyone.
Glenn in the runner's seat at AGDQ is incredibly based. Shout out to the homies on commentary and the back couch. Option 4, liquid googly.
All right.
You're gonna need to explain that in joke to me because I don't understand that one.
There's an emote of the Portable Ops icon with a googly eye on it, made by Precious Roy, and then that kind of spiraled out of control, so someone put it on Liquid Ocelot.
So given that this is alternate round, we have some different guard pathing than people may be used to seeing.
I actually prefer it in the tank hangar ends compared to standard round.
You'll also notice that earlier, as MetalGlennSolid was infiltrating the base, when he went to throw that one guard, so originally when he got the alert, he grabbed the chaff grenades, immediately equipped them. Snake runs faster when he is holding a weapon or any sort of item in his hands. However, you need to unequip an item to be able to throw guards around, and he did a little animation cancel by unequipping his grenades, throwing the guard, and then re-equipping them to be able to cancel the animation, quickly get to the vent, and get inside.
Another thing I did not mention yet, we are playing on what, at the time this game was released on the CD-ROM, you got a minimal install sort of thing. So, the game could run on a 1999 version of what we call a potato. Unfortunately, that removes a lot of the dialogue, most of the cutscenes, and some of the more iconic bits of the game, but that's okay, we're here to go fast.
That's okay, as commentators will likely be filling in for some of that dialogue.
And we could just have this awkward staring contest. Oh, now you decide to jump in.
I told you not to treat me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Yeah!
Okay, Meryl, come on. Yay, she did her job. Okay, maybe not. Spoke too soon. I'm just gonna quit the ration. Yep,
Good call.
that was gonna happen. So, unfortunately, no big boss now, but we will still go as if we were gonna go for it, so.
Yeah.
All those strategies will still be used.
As part of the big boss rank, you can't actually kill any more than 25 enemies. So actually letting Meryl take care of most of these guys is preferable because it doesn't actually add to Snake's count. Whereas a lot of the stuff later on, which is unskippable, is already going to add quite a long list of a body count for Snake.
Yeah, you can only have 25 for big boss. You're allowed one ration, which we'll be using 2. Beat the game in so many hours, but that's obviously not going to be an issue here. But we get to go to our first actual boss fight, Revolver Ocelot, as he has the best gun ever.
Yes, the Gold Single Action Army, the best handgun ever made. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. So you're the one the boss keeps talking about.
Oh, I'm famous. Thanks, Liquid.
So we picked up a few C4 and a couple grenades. We're gonna use the C4 to blow open the walls here that are painted a different color if you look carefully.
And again, here's more of that animation canceling. Anything placeable or anything placeable like C4 or Claymore you can do this with.
And normally we would be chasing Revolver Ocelot around, but if we walk just precisely and chuck our grenades right, he'll just stand there and we just get to blow him up with grenades.
That's very nicely done. That's
That
extremely
strategy is
easy to mess up.
Not
Yeah.
for the faint of heart, especially if you're just starting out. Please use the SOCOM if you're just starting out.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways that strike can go wrong.
Yeah.
This is a differently alternate room, but it isn't that much different. This guy just starts a little earlier as far as we're concerned. So we are going to take a bit of a detour here. Go back upstairs, but instead of going right for the canyon, we are going to take a small detour. We're going to pick up early our trusty companion, the cardboard box.
The last word in infiltration technology, and it's going to be our best friend for something coming up a little bit later.
So we're going to do that. We have just enough time before the chaff grenade actually runs out, before that camera reactivates. And then we're going to do what a lot of people are familiar with is the vent glitch. We still use it in here, but we're not going to use it to skip 20 minutes of the run. Instead, just go through here.
Now we're just out of bounds.
Lasers? What lasers? Who needs lasers?
Well, we don't have to worry about lasers.
Not at all.
Don't need to, ruin our health with cigarettes.
All right, so we're
No
going
need for lung cancer.
to walk up this track here, pick up a Claymore. We're going to need that later. We'll get to that. And here is the M1 tank. So you got a tank. You want to fight about it?
Oh, big whoop.
So the primary strategy here is you're going to bait out a couple of shots as you're running towards the tank. Throw that chaff. which scrambles the sensors, makes the main turret unusable. And then from here, we're just going to dunk the tank twice with 2 grenades. I'm going to do a pretty precise setup here. And as soon as that second guard pops up,
Yeah, let's see how you like this.
I think we like it just fine enough.
We like it. We like it a lot.
And that's basically a perfect tank.
That is a fight that can go very wrong very quickly, so I'm very glad with that one. So we are going to not equip a weapon here immediately. It's going to serve as the perfect buffer for a guard that we have to throw here shortly.
Glenn, remember, be careful. You absolutely cannot use a weapon in this area.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. What are we on about? Colonel, please.
So another thing that's worth mentioning is that with every boss we actually defeat, we actually rank up, similar to how it works in like Metal Gear 2. So what this does is it increases our health, which is the most obvious part. It increases your ammo count and allows you access to bigger and better weapons. That last part is going to come in real handy, especially on the PC port.
This is a Metroidvania?
Sure,
A little bit.
why not?
Yeah, so glitches were promised in this, and this is I mean, you've already seen an event out, but this is very, very new.
We're just gonna... Bzzzt. Sorry, flashing lights warning here. And
straight
we're
into the
out
wall.
of bounds
Here
again.
we go. We're out of bounds.
Hey,
And now we don't need the Nikita ever. The fact that this run had every weapon used was very short-lived.
Yeah, like, I always immediately associate, like, the any % category with being the glitchy
I
category.
got
but-
what the? A ghost?
Yeah, just because this is all bosses does not mean this is a glitchless run. This is going to be a very broken run.
Indeed. So, hello to the Cyborg Ninja. He also has some new tech. So we're going to do that, and we're going to alternate weapons here. We can actually run during cutscenes. This is going to be more important later, but it's very funny to do here. I get a count here. 1, 2. I need to do this 8 times. 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you'll notice, I'm doing a quick kick cancel here. You can press the crouch button while Snake kicks, and he can actually start moving faster, and that's what makes this entire loop work. So we're just gonna stand here and loop him into this corner, and he will never advance his phase, so this eliminates all of the RNG in this entire fight.
Just making Gray Fox do a little extra gymnastics.
It may look silly and it might look slow, but in fact, it is actually gonna save us about 30 seconds on this fight, at least as far as I've managed to squeeze out of it.
Yeah, it gets a lot easier when we're not having to play hide and seek.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we do miss out on Hurt Me More, and yes, I remember that bunch.
Like I said, iconic lines, just gone with the wind, I swear.
Meanwhile, Otacon's just hiding in the locker going, it's just like
probably-
one of my Japanese animes.
He's probably just very confused as to why this ninja keeps knocking on the door with his butt. I do not trust that health for whatever reason, but we're just gonna loop him one more time. Yep, it was smart not to. And he's defeated.
Well, still got to do this little scripted sequence here, which,
true.
yeah,
Which,
thankfully
as long as I
you
don't
can take him
move.
from range here because you really need to respect the distance on the force field that he generates here. It's a lot bigger than it looks. So just don't try and melee him.
Anyway, now that we've enlisted the help of Otacon, not to be confused with Otakon, trademark.
Legally distinct name. We can even eat claymores and stuff during the rank up screen, so you know, absorb the shrapnel for power or whatever.
Would not suggest.
As you do.
And on our way out of here, this floor is no longer electrified as that story flag has been triggered, so time is advanced. We're gonna grab ourselves a couple of packs of stuns here. And the FAMAS assault rifle.
While you're grabbing some stuns, it's stunning how much love is coming in for you. Do you have time for some donations?
I got yeah, we do. A couple quick ones. Meryl's just on the other side of the room as compared
Wonderful.
to standard rounds.
I've got a $500 donation here from Precious Roy.
The homie.
Glenn, proud of you for carrying the torch of Metal Gear games at GDQ. May your passion for the runs and commitment to hard work shine through on the big stage. Also, good luck saving Meryl. See you this summer.
See you, Summer Roy.
So now we get a little conversation with Meryl, and she just wants to take point, which, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but we're just kind of go ahead of her. And, hey, where did the music go?
What happened in the music? Yeah. All right. I don't condone these next 2 bits of time save, but they save time.
We're just going to
flip her.
Gently help her through the door.
Sort of gently, yes.
Also, the commander is waiting.
All right, so we're just gonna stand up here. She's not gonna move. Babs, you got time for another quick one or two, maybe?
Wonderful. Murphy sent in $10 and says, "Hi, MetalGlennSolid. I'm Lily/iCran Girl's friend. She warned you in the Discord that I'd be donating during your run to kill Meryl, and now I'm doing just that. My stepmom is a cancer survivor, and it's thanks to charities and drives like this, so thank you all so much. Good luck. Save the frames, but please don't save Meryl."
Psychomantis, yay.
So
Psychomantis.
the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis in the world. His boss fight is going to take a minute, but we're going to do something to speed this up a little bit here, coming up in a short amount of time. So,
Remember that Claymore?
Kaboom.
Done, phase skip.
too easy.
10 shots earlier than on the other way, which was just shooting him 19 times.
Kind of putting Meryl back to sleep, and slight content warning, Psychomantis is going to try to take control of Meryl and try to make her do the unthinkable, and we do not want her to do that. So we're just going to go ahead and put her back to sleep for a little bit.
Indeed.
Snake! So do another little judo.
I'm gonna throw another grenade at Mantis here, and that's gonna put him into the final phase of the fight. We get to shoot him first person on this version. On the Japanese integral version, you can do this on, I think it's one other difficulty. On this version, they just gave it to all of them. No clue why.
And now we get to play dodgeball with the furniture. So, like, if you can dodge a vase, you can dodge a ball.
Just gonna let that go down, down. And will you please take a seat, sir?
Have a seat
Nice.
right over there.
All right.
Wait a minute. That bookshelf's not the boss?
I feel lied to.
Huh.
All right, so Meryl would normally have some dialogue here, but it's gone. So the game says, all right, we're just gonna push it forward. Another vent glitch here. We're gonna equip the box this time, and that's gonna push us out of bounds. You may have seen this on the console version. Most of the things you can do up to this point, other than the shuffle here with 2 weapons, which lets us skip this dialogue in particular.
But
amongst
the
others.
puppers.
Yeah, the power poppers, we're just gonna ignore him. But while Meryl does her best foot drawing of a sombrero, I think, Babs, what do you got for us?
Absolutely. So there's a $5 donation from I'll Always Donate for Lesbians, who says, "As a lesbian, I believe I am required to donate to see lesbians featured at GDQ. Come on, gal pals, let's donate for a couple of best friends." I'll Donate for Lesbians is, of course, referring to that incentive we have open right now to visit the Sea Mauville lesbians during Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Please make sure when you're donating at gamesdonequick.com/donate that you're scrolling down to the bottom and clicking that incentive and putting it towards an incentive like visiting the Sea Mauville lesbians.
And now Meryl has been shot by Sniper Wolf. Unfortunately, we're missing a very crucial thing that we need to fight Sniper Wolf, so we got to go back and get it. I don't know, Snake, can you tell me what we're missing?
The PSG-1.
A PSG-1.
We get to go all the way back to the tank hangar, basement 2 specifically. And unfortunately, this is one of those things that's triggered by a specific spot where the PSG-1 actually just won't spawn. And unfortunately for us, that is Meryl getting shot in that cutscene. So
we might have a bit of time for a few more donations while we run back to grab that PSG-1.
definitely, if you've got longer ones, Babs, go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Targent sends in $25 and says, Otakon, I'm trying to sneak around, but the sound of all these awesome donations keeps alerting the guards. I'm obviously not the best at doing man voice here, but I'm trying.
It's fine, we got you.
Thank you so much. All right. Animate Light sends in $50 and says, Snake! It's not over yet, Snake. We still have one more day of donations to do. Come on, people. We can still make it to 2 million or more.
Woo!
Good luck, runners.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this canyon has been added to have a crap ton of more mines. And I'm gonna walk along this little crease there in the snow. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Typo.
So as we get to picking up the PSG-1 here in the basement, this is going to open up the biggest glitch that the game has to offer for sure, and it's going to make most of the remaining fights into a bit of a pushover.
Jokes even.
Funny joke.
Unfortunately, Wolf is not one of them. Grab this thing.
Just give the guards a little flip.
Okay, up we go. And we're gonna wait for him to walk by here. It's a visual cue for that other guard who would be on the other side of the room. He can see me, and we don't want that because that's just time wasteful.
Yeah, while you're under alert in this game, elevators don't work. Can't use them. So, doing your best to avoid alerts while your next objective goes through an elevator is pretty wise.
All right, so this is the biggest thing about the hotkeys. So the PSG-1 actually gives you iframes during the animation. You can skip it. You can interrupt it with hotkeys, and that will just give you indefinite iframes until you go into the scope of the PSG-1. So I'm walking through mines right now. And that thing can't shoot me. We can do whatever we need to. It will also break loading zones if we crouch first, and we will be seeing that later because this game has some very fun properties. So we're gonna go over here. This guard is placed slightly differently and he turns in a rather inconvenient manner, so we do have to make a quick turn into the little corner there. Flip him there.
I think we would get a little extra ammo out of it.
Just a little. But it comes in handy. We're getting some good elevator already.
Yeah, for real.
The elevators having 3 different speeds. You have an instant elevator, you have the middle elevators, and then you have a long elevator. If you happen to get a long elevator, you can speed up the process by hitting the elevator button. Again, it was a fun little trick that was found for Metal Gear Solid 1 that sadly does not come back for the other games.
It does for 2.
Oh, okay, for 2.
It's just not as useful. This is what I mean. We can go crouch, we can go God mode, we can go out of bounds, and this game is a fun property. If you reach a certain value of their Y coordinate, you just wrap. And now we're on the other side of the room, so we are lined up with the door. And here's Sniper Wolf.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous fight, unfortunately.
All right, we're gonna give that one more try, and we'll try what's the weapons glitch. So that's gonna be very funny anyway.
I think Snake was just trying to give us some more time to raise money for Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Yep, I missed. Oh well. All right, we're gonna try the weapons glitch. If I fail it, then I have to fight her legit anyway. Well, the weapons glitch is very funny. It is slower, but we're gonna give it a whirl. I do have enough health.
So
Oh, I got it.
the weapons glitch is actually what you would normally use in console runs for the any percent run in a later section of the game. But here we can use it to break the trigger where Sniper Wolf would normally just shoot you. And we can use that to go say hi.
Hi, Wolf. Punch.
Yeah, she's not having a good time.
We're just giving her a little lesson in boxing. It's fine.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello?
There we go.
Lady, please, we have speed running to do.
Just as Kojima intended. I love it.
Oh, look, free ammo.
Nice.
So,
And now we got caught.
So we need to know what we're doing, right?
are we saving Meryl or are we letting her go?
Well, it seems like we're going to have to kill Meryl.
No, everybody, there is one person in MGSR we owe an apology to. That is Joseph Joestar. He will always save Meryl no matter what we do. Joe, we are very sorry.
And we're just going to get a couple loops of this animation since most of our dialogue is missing. So Sid gives up and Aslad's just like, fine, the torture will stop as promised. But I'll take the girl instead. I'll have my fun with her before I kill her. I hope you can look at yourself in the mirror, my friend.
Meryl.
Well, lucky for us, that doesn't matter so much. We don't see any mirrors in this game.
And poor Johnny here, he's sick. He caught a cold after Meryl decked him and took his clothes. And he's just kind of constantly telling us to shut up. So the crowd, you want to just join in? Shut up in there, will ya? Shut up in there, will ya? There we go. Shut up. And we're going to have a quick little codec call, and I believe Johnny's going to have a wee bit of stomach troubles in just a moment.
Poor guy. Couldn't catch a break.
Oh, there we go.
And there he goes.
He's just going to run off.
While Johnny's in the can, Babs, do you have any more donations for us here?
Absolutely. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint Lilat R, who sent in $10 and said, "Have at you, Glenn. Glad to see one of my best speed homies on the big stage after so long. You're a great friend, and I'm so glad you get to finally give the community the representation it deserves after so many years, especially with such a stacked and talented couch. Thanks for being such a great human, the kind that lets you sleep on their couch when you need a place to stay, and even introduced my girlfriend and I. Good luck with the run, and remember, the important thing is to choose life and let Meryl live. Proud of you, bud. Lilat R, I'm so sorry.
Lilat. Thank you for the kind words, homie. I miss you a lot. Hopefully we see each other this summer.
Thank you, Lilat.
Hopefully soon.
Also, we use ketchup. And Johnny's
looks
an idiot.
Looks like blood. Johnny's an idiot. And now we're going to prevent Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, we've already done that, but now we're doing it more.
Well,
Well, this is true.
poor Johnny. So anyway, we're going to go get our stuff back.
I'm just
just
going to leave
leave.
shirtless. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know how I got my shirt on that quickly, but you know what? It's a speed run, so, we're just going to say thanks, Speedran, getting dressed.
Yeah.
He's good at it.
And now we can backtrack to where we were again.
Again.
And since this pathing is exactly the same as before, Babs, if you've got any more for us.
Absolutely. You have so much love pouring in. A Remy Demon sent in $10 saying, "The MGSR community is solely responsible for the birth of my love for speedrunning and a newfound love for what was already my favorite game of all time. Folks like Glenn, Nick, Plywood, and so many others have been so welcoming and kind, and I can't wait to see more people crash those leaderboards. Praise RN Jesus, all hail Boba, and fight cancer."
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you, Remy.
Professor Trixie sent in $25 and says, "A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. How about a fundraiser to surpass cancer? Let's get hype for PCF." And Lily sent us $5 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Remember, every single dollar that you send in is going directly to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. And says, "Hey, y'all, I just wanted to say thank you to the MGSR community in general for being one of the most warm and welcoming places I've ever had the pleasure of finding myself in. Every step of the way, all of you have been so eager and happy to help new runners like myself find our footing. Y'all are amazing. Good luck with the run, Glenn. You got this, fam. Save them frames and take Otakon on a vacation.
That's the plan.
Wow, Snake, I didn't think you were going to take me to an anime convention on our vacation.
But where?
Well, Otakon, obviously.
So once again, just clipping out of bounds and doing a screen wrap to skip the screen, and then doing the exact same thing on the following screen.
In case you
This
know
one's
that
really
is-
pronounced.
If you needed that instant
there you go.
replay, there it is. They all do that map zoom out, zoom in thing, but this one is very obvious.
So, previously mentioned on one of the latest donations, thank you, Babs, was Boba Skip, and that's actually coming up on this tower climb. So normally what the game expects you to do is go all the way up. It shows you this door, it's frozen shut, can't do anything with it unless you use C4 on the other side. We're not gonna bother with all that. So basically what we've done is we've used the God mode exploit by swapping off that PSG-1, and we're going to climb up.
Here. We don't need that here.
Oh, true.
Because it will prevent me from doing what I need to do in order to get one of two animations is an actual coin flip. As far as we've noticed so far, there's no way to actually manipulate this. And we're just gonna basically wing it.
Cook a grenade and hopefully it, nope. Try again. And we're looking for a specific animation to pop us through the loading zone of the door.
Oh my goodness. That's not right. That was the animation, I think. Oh no, I'm dead.
Yeah, so that's just rotten
That's
luck
just,
there.
that's losing a coin flip 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nothing you can do about that.
Does that mean we'll have a little time during your run back for a few donations?
You absolutely do, Babs.
Absolutely. Anonymous sent in $25 and said, stayed up late to donate for a shot at those adorable Ampharo Samagurumis because it's my favorite Pokemon. Also because Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Good luck to Glenn on the run. Lesson 3. And our mysterious benefactor there was referring to one of the prizes you can be entered in to win if you send in a donation to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, like that amigurumi that was mentioned in the donation. So you are automatically entered to win those when you donate at gamesdonequick.com/donate.
Come on.
All right, first try, easy. Ah,
Goodness, come on. There we go.
Hey!
first try. Let's go.
So not only does that skip climbing all the way up that tower, but it also actually prevents these 3 nerds from spawning. So, bonus.
Did you say nodes?
Not nodes, nerds.
Nerds.
Oh, actual nerds, okay. Well, we get to go down some more stairs. I know Bash Prime will appreciate committing the down, but I digress. Babs, what do you got for us? Really nothing to do here.
So much. You are getting so much love coming in from your community, like from the Lightning Strikes, who sent in $15.
Hi, lady.
Lighty, I suppose is their nickname, says, Glenn, it is so awesome seeing your dream of GDQ coming true. I've watched you pour in hours and hours of effort into this game and your submissions. You deserve to be here, and you deserve all the love. You got this, and I will always be rooting for you.
Can skip the cutscene here. Thank you for all your donations. Please keep coming them in and the kind words. I really do appreciate all of it.
Are we good for another?
Yeah.
Absolutely. The Hussar sent in $5 and said, had to donate during MGS run. Keep up the good work and good luck to all the runners. Greetings from Germany. Meryl's gonna live, right? Right?
We'll find out, I think. So basically what I'd done was I'd broken the trigger, went into God mode. I had to go prone to fix the camera, otherwise it would just stay overhead and you would have this very awkward spiral of spawning and despawning stairs. Well, we go up here instead, and we're going to fight the Hindy in just a few more stairs.
You have to admire the dedication of them adding another camera with every 4 floors. I don't know what it serves, but hey.
I don't think it's much. They can't seem to hit anything. They seem to also get Stormtrooper aim. It's weird. All right. Hindy.
What's a Russian gunship doing here?
It's serving as a boss fight. Not sure how, but, you know, this is part of why boss fights are a joke and God mode is absolutely busted. Liquid also has Stormtrooper aim in the Hindy. He can't even touch me even if he wanted. This is wishful thinking. Oh, okay.
Nice shot.
Wish granted.
Wish granted.
well done.
I'm not even upset. That was wild. That doesn't usually work out.
Forget curving bullets. We're curving entire missiles now.
It's true. I can't hit that now. Okay. Well. Oh well. And should be one more before he goes into his next phase. There he is. Hello, Liquid. Can I get that
thank
magic
you.
extra one? No? You're not going to give it to me, game? No? Okay. You do what you want to, I suppose. We're just going to get a quick tasting of a missile here.
All right, everyone ready for the snack? Say, nom, 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 nom.
Oh, he missed, though.
Oh,
They always say, here comes the plane, but no.
here comes the cruise missile.
It's not a very good lock-on missile, huh? So does this missile not know where it isn't?
So from here, this phase introduces when the Hind will dive under the building, but if you time out the iframes and just keep hitting him over and over again, he'll never have the chance to go down there. Saves a ton of time, takes out a lot of randomness. Basically, it's just good.
Yeah, and getting these non-lock shots is not easy. Like,
And I'm very glad he's staying over there because we think there's a possibility that it may cause issues for some people, but he's staying way over there, which is more than I could have asked for.
there you go. Very nice fight.
Sometimes he can take up more of the screen than he should, but that's fine. He stayed over there.
Splash damage? What is that?
I don't know. Hey, Liquid, can we have our midnight snack again of that cruise missile? Can we get a second one? Okay.
Once again, nom, 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 nom.
Hey, he hit that time.
Yes. I don't know if blowing up your own roof is a good idea, but okay.
And goodbye, Hindy.
Goodbye, Hindy.
I guess we don't have to worry about the cremation.
Nope. And for some weird reason, when Otacon calls you after a couple of boss fights, for whatever reason, it unequips your items. No idea why. Just does. Probably because Snake's having a bite to eat, so he's getting a ration. Or whatever. But now we get to do the same thing we just did, but in reverse. So, Babs, what do you got for us? You got a few of them.
Oh, absolutely. Blazin' Zeddy sent in $250.
Ooh!
Zeddy. Hey, buddy.
Good luck on the run, Glenn. Wish I was there to cheer you on in person. You got this.
We all wish you were here too, buddy. Thank you.
We miss you.
Joseph Joestar 316 sent in $50 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation and said, we're all rooting for you all in the Discord, and I just want to add how proud I am for you getting to run in this event. May you get Boba Skip first try, and here's to saving Meryl. Smiley face.
Sorry, Joe.
It was first try. What are you talking about?
You know,
It was first
Definitely
try.
first try. I saw it on first try.
Oh, yeah,
Didn't you?
by the way, floors are still a suggestion here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Up there you go.
No lean dodge for me. Oh, well. Happens. That's still something I'm working on, but I'm like 50-50 on it.
so now we get another sniper showdown with Sniper Wolf. I don't know. Do any of y'all believe that love can bloom on the battlefield?
I think that's a yes.
So similar,
Is quick scoping in here.
yeah, similar strategy to the first fight.
Where'd she go?
Except this time we have a Stinger missile launcher, and
I brought a Stinger to a sniper fight, and while you think that might be cheating, bummer. This is war.
War has
Especially for round 1. There you are. Will you stop hiding behind the trees and let me actually shoot you?
so yeah, while she's hiding behind the trees, you can't actually shoot her despite, some of her peeking out behind the tree. But for that, we have the Stinger, and we can get her out of cover and cause her to start running around a little bit. Unfortunately, this does mean that it's kind of random which direction she chooses to go. Preferably, we want her to stay on that right side so that, we don't have to worry about that.
Here's a quick technicality in the rules. This is the only fight we can skip without actually fighting them and not skipping it in a weird way, but we are allowed to skip this rank up animation. Or not. That was weird. Because the trigger's back there. And go into God mode here, and this turret will not hit me.
Also, we're gonna have a bunch of turrets seeing us all at once soon. So chat, I need you to spam as many exclamation marks in a row as you can when we get to it. You'll see it when it comes up.
Okay, I'm gonna wait here. This guard's gonna turn back around. We did punch kick there as a nice buffer because he just has this really weird pattern that I was not a fan of. But that's okay. Easy peasy, we're gonna enter this room, leave, and then the elevator is going to be instantly spawned, so we don't have to wait 20 seconds or whatever it is to have this ambush. So we are going to go into God mode with the C4.
Snake,
We
watch
still have
out!
one of, by the way.
They're on the elevator with you!
And use the Stinger to get rid of them quickly instead of flipping them over the railing.
Basically, the Stinger is our Swiss Army knife. Our Swiss Army Stinger.
It is now. Mm-hmm. And we thought the sniper was overpowered.
Some problems you just solve with explosives.
Most of them,
True.
at least in this game. And that will also ring true here momentarily. This elevator just really has a codec, but by using the GME2, which is the crouching version, we can actually just skip it entirely. While yes, we can just close codecs instantly. Why would we want to answer them in the first place? So you got time for a quick one or two, Babs.
Marvelous. Dee donated $100 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation and says, longtime watcher and donator, first time it's for someone very close. My friend has been diagnosed with breast cancer and is going through the hardest time of her life. I want her to see the GDQ community who are also fighting the hard fight with cancer. She will beat it the same way Glenn is going to beat Metal Gear. Let's go.
Woo! You beat that cancer.
Got time for another?
No, we are actually going to go in the next boss fight. That was perfect. So Vulcan Raven, like all the other boss fights so far, and by all of them, I mean the Hind, this one is also a bit of a joke because God mode, except now we're going to just throw grenades at him. So imagine having this giant cannon of an advantage and you just can't do anything with it.
No, you're aiming too far.
He's too far to my left.
Raven.
That's pushing it.
Just
Yep. All right.
it'll work it out.
Raven,
Raven, are you good, buddy?
Are you good there?
All right, what are you, homie?
He
Just a little more to the this way.
This way. He just wants to show you his weapon. He's like, I have
I mean,
heavy
that's
weapons,
cool,
guy.
but
And this is my weapon.
you're not being practical here. I'm your enemy. Like, what are you doing, buddy? Look at me. I'm just lobbing grenades at you. I mean, come on. And we get to victory lap on you. What? Come on.
Yeah, this is kind of just what boss fights look like when you have a literal God mode glitch that you can trigger at will.
Yeah, they kind of didn't.
Also, chat, exclamation marks. Oh, never mind,
not
chat.
this time.
Not here.
Not here.
Next
Not
time.
yet.
Next time. We got to come through there 2 more times, or 4 more times, so we'll be all right.
Wait for it.
And we need this from everybody. Zoom. And get ourselves a few calls from Otacon here. And this is my favorite room. Because I'm lazy, I only need to hold one direction, either way, up left or down right, and I could just go to the ladders. That is the only reason I like that room. going to switch this SOCOM here. This guard is unfortunately going to get no breaks from us. He must die. He's in my way. We don't want any to deal with this. And then we get to start the very infamous PAL key sequence. So if you all have tons of donations you want to throw down, this is definitely the time. We're going to have tons of them, tons of time for it. This is one of those things that Twin Snakes fixed pretty much universally agreed upon for the better.
The one improvement that Twin Snakes made, yeah.
Oh, come on. You don't like Michael Bay-style cutscenes?
I mean, who doesn't like, you know, just chucking a grenade down the barrel of the tank?
Exactly.
Or jumping off missiles.
I always like jumping off missiles. That's not so much crazy. Raiden does it later.
You're not wrong.
No, it's true. Anyway, since
He is
since we didn't do the aforementioned ditch card, we went for a big boss, so we would have the rat instead. And we can actually just check for him if he's in the best spot. All we gotta do is come down here with the SOCOM and just walk up to it. The snake will just auto aim at him. That's how we'll know he's there. And if not, well, we'll have to play with the RNG. He's not there, so that's unfortunate. At least I didn't. Yep, okay, what do we got? Oh, no.
Oh,
Not a good rat. Where are you? Did you all know that rat is short for Rathu?
Rathu,
Is not very kind to me. Oh, no.
I have food for you.
Come here, buddy. What you doing? Where'd you go? Oh, he's over there. That's unfortunate. We don't like when he goes over there.
Yeah, this is a really fun
This
way
is
to lose
really
time in
good
runs.
time for some donations here, Babs.
Marvelous. CMM1215 donated $10 and says, "Hi Glenn, it's Clay.
Hi, Clay.
I'm up in the room watching you kill it here. I'm so proud of you and so excited you finally get to display your skill and hard work for all of GDQ to see. You're one of the first friends I made when I started this wild GDQ adventure 8 years ago. Wild how
There it
time
is.
flies. I love you so much and hoping that this is only the beginning for you this year. Cheers. Crab emoji."
Thank you, ZMM. I'll see you tomorrow, probably. All right. Sorry, Rathu. You had to go for the greater good.
yeah, and it's important that he waited for the rat to get away from that vent. Otherwise, firing the stinger takes too long. It would have just darted right back in and started the whole process again.
Zoom. Made it through the entire loop of the song. That's
Yeah,
That
that
is
was
what
what,
happens.
that was like an extra minute at least.
something like that, yeah. That's the worst possible rat, so.
But I mean, if that's the worst thing that happens in the run, then it's a pretty good
Right.
run.
Yeah, I think we've done okay. Everything else has been arguably really nice. But we'll see how we do here. Farewell, random person.
Guard number 2, the replacement.
It's true. Yeah, heck, this camera in particular. Switch back to our level 7 guard. We get to go back to the warehouse and freeze the key. So we get to stand there for 61 seconds.
61, yep.
51.
I
And
need scissors.
61. That's how I remember it too now. Python gave me something new. Good job.
I mean, I had to rep it, so.
Fair. But this is really nothing of great importance for commentary on the run. So, Babs, what do you got for us?
So much love coming in for both you and for this game. $250 from Snake 8 Head, who says, "Yeah, absolutely, that's a good one. Let's get clapped for that." Snake 8 Head says, "Had to donate during my favorite game ever and donate to a great cause. Also, don't worry about any boxes labeled the orange. It's totally not a dude with a ketchup stain on his shirt."
Right.
And that was what I was talking about, chat, with the exclamation marks right there. Every time.
Okay. So at least there's nice audio cues we can use here. And it will be no issues for us to have the PAL card. But of course, for safety, I will be checking it. Because if we find out that we have to go all the way back, especially on the next one, that's awkward.
Yeah, unfortunately, if you leave the room before the PAL key is fully frozen, you will have to go back and it resets the amount of time that you would have to wait.
Yeah, and normally you wouldn't find that out until you actually get back to the console, because I mean, you can check the PAL key at any time, but obviously it's fastest to not check it and just assume you timed it right.
Yeah, a lot of the times when you're at home, you've got your splits running, you can just make a mental note of, okay, the room loaded in at this time, I got 61 seconds, a minute and one, that's when I leave.
Or just do what I do, type it in chat, and just... Nope, not yet. Early.
And that's why we check.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why we check.
Yep.
As we're walking, do we have time for a little more?
Absolutely.
Fantastic, because there's so much love coming in. Killjoy donated $250 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Hey,
Woo!
And forgive me, you're going to have to suffer my bad snake impression again. Are you familiar with Big Chungus? Chungus? Yes, Big Chungus, the world-renowned meme of an oversized cartoon rabbit. Thanks for destroying the game that tortured my childhood. Love from the fine planet of Australia.
I figured we were going to get at least one Chungus.
you mean that cartoon rabbit?
Yeah, he became more popular than Bugs Bunny, even though he is Bugs Bunny. Did you know that?
It is actually news to me.
Only existed for 4 seconds. You got tons of time for more bad.
Oh, fantastic. Pravik sent in $5 and says, I just had to put my first donation in for Metal Gear Solid. Glenn, I remember when you rated me during my first MGS3 speedrun attempts, and I will never forget that. Thank you so much, and good luck. Calcifer050 donated $10 and says, had to donate for one of my favorite games and game series. I really need to get back to running Metal Gear Acid someday. Big shout out to the MGSR Discord, and good luck with the run. Greetings from the UK, and does this elevator seem over its weight limit to you?
What elevator?
Soapy Sam donates $10 and says, go Glenn, go! Thanks for everything. Sending God RNG.
Thanks, Sam. All right. Still got to deal with that, and since this is alternate round, they put more guards in this room in the most inconvenient places. We have to go all the way over here. Flip him. And I don't know what that noise was, homie. You can go look for it. I'm going this way.
Must be in my imagination.
Must be getting tired.
I feel that.
Nothing here. Oh, wait, wrong game.
Wrong game.
Next game.
Next game. Next game, maybe a different GDQ. We'll find out. Break another codec here. So, Babs, if you've got more, let them rip.
Fantastic. Glimg sends in $50 and says, my partner's mother lost her battle with cancer days before Christmas in 2023, so donating to PCF is something very important to us. We know that she would be proud of us for supporting the battle against cancer and helping others overcome their own battles. Thank you, PCF, for everything you do. Best of luck on the run in my favorite Metal Gear Solid game of all time, Glenn. Metal Gear?
It can't be. It is crazy how many people still put this game above 2 and 3. Usually when I ask people, hey, what's your favorite Metal Gear? It's 2 or 3. Most of people. Some people say 1. It's much less so, but it always seems 2 or 3. So the number of people I'm hearing say this is their favorite, very nice. My favorite is actually 3, but this is my favorite one to speedrun. 3 is actually my least favorite to speedrun.
As we're rising, we have time for more.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Vicarious Vice donates $10 and says, does Liquid Snake need a new pair of pants or something? He keeps talking about jeans.
Maybe. We'll have to put him on the Christmas list.
Rue Huga sends in $25 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation and says, good luck, Glenn. Looking forward to seeing you smash this.
Just gonna go over here. We're gonna go God mode again. We're gonna avoid these turrets, grab ourselves some more stingers. That should give us plenty for the second to final boss fight, question mark. And we're gonna go in here. The alternate round puts a guard inconveniently right here, so we're just gonna PPK a few times, get rid of him, and let him just wander off. We'll never see him again. And Babs, what else you got for us over there?
So much. Xanatos sends in $25 and says, shout out to my brother ETC. He introduced me to the Metal Gear Saga and we have bonded over it for almost 30 years. Heck, he even named my cat Meryl. Love you, buddy. And much love to everyone at GDQ and PCF for all the amazing work you do. Gringe donates $27 and says, wanted to donate during one of my favorite games of all time, but absolutely had to with this amazing runner and couch performance. Good luck on the run.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Something weird about that boiler room that I swear is just, it messes with my brain. I'm like, this is the audio cue. Okay, why am I wrong?
Pretty sure it's just the loading times
It
in
is.
the different sections, right?
That's what Trom says too. Like it's 30 seconds or 30 frames rather of some shenanigans, but lucky for us, we only got to deal with that on an alternate round now. We have some other roundabout ways of getting about on the standard round, but I couldn't figure out a way to make that work on this. All right, down we go. Is it gonna see me? No, okay. We take those. But Babs, you've still got more if you want.
Oh, fantastic.
All the way down to the computer room if you want.
Theory UK donates $50 and says, zoom.
Zoom.
Just risk the music cue for the pal. Glenn, what's the worst that could happen? I joke, but good luck with the ending half of the run. Kincaid MK donates $50 and says, MGS is one of my all-time favorite games, so what better time to send in a donation on behalf of my amazing community? Love you all and thank you for all you do. Paper Valerian donates $6 and says, all right, one more so I can sleep soundly tonight knowing I've done my part for the lesbians of Hoenn. And Paper Valerian is, of course, referring to that Visit the Seamawville Lesbians incentive we still have open, and we're getting some movement on that. But remember, when you donate, scroll to the bottom and click that incentive button to make your donation count towards one of these incentives.
Right. Got a stall there so that this guy turns around, they're all in the same spot, and they're inconvenient. Such is life of alternate round.
It's a pretty good example of Metal Gear speedrunning as mostly a whole. It's a lot of managing like guard patterns and cycles. Very important parts of basically all of them.
And there's your last zoom.
That's Zoom.
This is the post-zoom section now.
I don't know, we're going fast, so it's still kind of a Zoom.
Oh, that was good.
All right, and we get to relieve our friend over here, the guard, that he's been a good sport. Fortunately, we still got to move you.
All right, so here's hoping as well. We actually get to finish the game, right?
Yeah, it should be fine. We're prepared. We're not gonna heck this camera this time because it doesn't make a difference whether we destroy it or not. Just take this way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now we're locked in and the room's going to fill with guests, so we're going to call Otacon here, get a little help.
Are you a hacker?
Hopefully. Well, yes, I am, but
Well, hopefully.
I'll get a call from him soon and get a Snake. I've hacked into security. I'm opening the door.
Yay!
All right, it actually does.
So unfortunately, during some of our practice earlier, we found that that particular scene soft locks on Windows 11. And hi, Rex.
Hi, Rex.
Come here, Rex. Come on. Yeah, good boy. Stay still.
So, the combination of GME and some very precise positioning, we can just sit here, aim the exact same direction and just keep going. Phase 1, no problem.
No, Gray Fox, you don't get a word anymore.
So getting the minimal install allows us to skip that whole cutscene, so we don't get much of the, no, I can't do it.
You don't get any of it
Unfortunately,
anymore.
that also means we don't get fun shenanigans with hotkeys.
True.
Yeah, you can dance if you have that going.
And that is Metal Gear Rex down. And now we get the fight with Liquid.
Am I actually doing this?
Yes?
Oh my god. All right. Well. Snake, have you heard of Big Chungus?
Big Chungus.
The dominant meme.
You mean that cartoon rabbit?
Yes. All right, whatever.
I'm going to focus up here.
It's an actual boss fight. Yeah, this is actually pretty technical.
We're going to go for the
So-
one throw method, so
So by the way, Chad, do y'all want to learn how to do a Heckin' Infinite? It's just a lot of light punch.
The rhythm for this is very non-trivial to do, so this is very well executed by Glenn here.
Yeah.
And just gonna make sure Liquid's health is all the way down before you finally kick him off.
And whee!
That was like a perfect Liquid.
it does not get much better than that. Unless
That
you're
was
doing the
insanely good.
So it's worth noting that that trick actually does have some practice tools at our community website, MetalGearSpeedrunners.com. You can find it on the wiki. There is a metronome for the exact pulse of the rhythm you want to hit for that.
We want to take this guard for a ride, Glenn?
Yeah, I think we can.
You
take
broke
the
his
wheel.
neck.
Yes, this is the bid war. Otacon's the driver. And he doesn't get any dialogue, but I have learned that Meryl actually keeps her dialogue. Which is weird, but okay. Meryl's more important in that scenario, that's fine. All right, so we got some barrels.
So you basically kind of have this kind of almost auto-scroller shoot 'em up section.
Almost an auto-scroller. It's more of like a rail shooter.
Yeah.
We can actually slow it down. If you've seen previous Metal Gear speedruns, you may have heard the joke, I didn't kill him, that barrel did. That doesn't exist here. Those do count, unfortunately. Which sucks, because I like that joke.
Yeah,
That was introduced after this game.
So then we find that Liquid isn't actually quite done, and this more or less is a fixed length section, if you can keep hitting Liquid as soon as possible.
It's not over yet, Snake. Liquid.
So he does have an invisible health bar. There are phases to this fight. I have to shoot him, I think on extreme it's 30 times. And then obviously as you go lower, the number of hits goes down, I think all the way down to 16, something like that. Oh, you got me. That's fine, I will respond in kind. We get some transition shots, so that will make the following phases a little bit shorter, which we definitely want everywhere else that we can. And unlike other Metal Gear games, we can actually skip the credits here, so time is actually going to be on score instead of spitting out of the tunnel here, which is great.
It's not going to be quite on the fade to white, but it is coming up pretty soon regardless.
And we got phase 3 here. It's pretty much the same as phase 1, except his transition shot, for whatever reason, just removes his hitbox almost entirely. And I might have an idea as to, not really as to why, but kind of get it working here. Like that. There we go. See? Usually, for whatever reason, sometimes they don't call him Liquid Snake for nothing. It just seems like bullets pass through him. Who needs first person here? We get that magic pixel for phase 4.
Look, Ma, no hands.
Almost no hands. Still need one to do shooting. And that has been Metal Gear Solid 1, the GOG version of PC. And that's it. And then time is once again on
Look.
score.
Daylight.
Daylight.
Whoops. Ah, Liquid, you're such a horrible driver.
We just mash escape here or start.
Does that count as a Jersey Turnpike?
Oh,
Yes.
God. And time.
Hey!
GG.
GG, Glenn.
Yes, it's first GDQ run in the books. Thank you for having me. It's been awesome to be here this week. I've had a great time. Yeah. But I just want to thank the staff for having me because without you guys put it on, we'd have to figure out another way to raise money for charity in this manner, but I don't think anyone could do exactly what you guys do. So give yourselves a round of applause for all the crew, the volunteers, staff, everybody, the viewers at home. And MGSR, you guys have been my life for several years now. You're all great. I don't know if my family's watching. My brother might be, my parents may not be, but you guys have been awesome my entire life. And when I come home, I hope we can hopefully have some more dinners together and for many years to come. And of course, my couch.
Hey there.
You know, Draco and I learned this game pretty much at the same time, and from plywood. And Python has always been one of my first go-tos for commentary. So you guys deserve to be up here.
Thank you.
And that's gonna do it from me. Babs, thank you for being a wonderful host this evening or morning, however you want to look at it.
Thank you so much for having me. And chat, let's give it up for Metal.